Welcome once again. Your teacher today is William Sinikweli, who is going to take you through mathematics. That is P4 class. Hope you are doing so well over there. Before we go to today's lesson, let's go first the previous work we had and look at the activity that was given. And I want to only just look at only two numbers. The rest, you'll be very, when you look at the one that I'm going to take you through, we'll give you a picture of the other ones, okay? Let's go and look at number one that was given to you, but specifically part B. There were two parts, but let me take you through part B, whereby it said, look at the word add, which will tell us something to do, and this word two will tell us to interpret something. Add 3 whole numbers and 4 nines to 1 and a ninth. What does this one mean? I remember telling you it means you begin with the other one. Coming this way, it will be 1 and a ninth plus now I'm interpreting the word add, okay? Plus 3 whole numbers and 4 ninths. Then this one brings us back to where he said, if we have whole numbers, 1 and 3, let's first add the whole numbers. This is 1 plus 3. And we also add the proper fractions. And this is a ninth plus and 4 ninths. I told you add them separately. So this will be 3 plus 1, you get what? Somebody saying 4. Very good. Plus, we have the proper fractions, a ninth plus 4 ninths. Okay? Then we said maintain this whole number. Then let's now have the common denominator 9, and this is 1 plus 4 as numerators. So this will give us 4 plus 5 and 5 ninths. So I remember telling you, just remove a plus sign, okay? And we shall have 4 as a whole number and 5 ninths. Hope you got it right, okay? Then we'll add, hope you've not forgotten to underline your answer, okay? We also had the number 4, okay? We also had our number 4, which was, if you can read with me, we said John bought 6¼ kilograms of meat on Saturday and 7¾ kilograms on Sunday. Find the total. Did you observe this word? Find the total number of kilograms bought in 2 days. Which 2 days have they talked about? There is Saturday and Sunday. The word and also is helping us in this kind of mathematics. We've seen the word total and another supplementary word to support the word total is and. So likewise, it is also addition. But somebody is asking, teacher, shall we also add these ones? Yes, we shall go with them because these are the standard units of weight. So how shall we go about this one? Let's get the kilograms of meat that were bought on Saturday, and this is 6¼ Then we add how many were bought on Sunday. There were 7¾ kilogram. Hope you are watching. Likewise, we take this one the way we've gone with the other one. So we'll have our 6 whole number plus 7. Just this plus that. We have the brackets plus. What do we have here? We have 1/4 plus 3/4. So when we do this one, we can still have common, our common unit as kilograms. Because they're asking us, find the total number of kilograms bought. So when you get 6 plus 7, give me the answer over there. Somebody saying 13. Very good. Plus, then we have a quarter plus 3/4. Okay? Remember, these are kilograms. Okay? Now, this is, we have 13 here. Hope you are following. Plus, keep the common denominator, and this is 4. And we add the numerators, that is 1 plus 3. Remember, we are adding kilograms, and we want to find out how many kilograms were bought in 2 days. Somebody saying 13 plus. What about 3 plus 1? 4 out of 4. These are kilograms. Remember where we said if the denominator is the same as the numerator, what does this one mean? It is 4 divided by 4. And what do we say? You get a whole. Okay? So here when you divide, we shall get a whole. In this case, we cannot only remove this one and leave these 2 similar. So we shall have a whole instead of 4 out of 4. So this will be 13 plus a whole. These are kilograms. Okay? How many shall we have in total? 13 kilograms plus 1. Somebody is saying 14 kilograms. Very good. These are the kilograms that were bought on Saturday and Sunday. When you add the 3¼ kilograms bought on Sunday and 6¼ kilograms that were bought on Saturday, when you put them together, this man called James bought 14 kilograms in total, as we have seen. Okay? Hope other numbers were very simple. I've just picked only those 2. If we check them very well and you compare with other numbers that I have not answered, they will give you a clear picture of that work we had yesterday. Now for today, don't you think it is something different? It is different, but not far from what you had. The difference is going to be too small. The difference is just the word. The difference is just the word. Here I've brought subtraction of fractions, okay, with the same denominators. The other time it was addition, but now subtraction. Do you think there is anything big here? It is just to interpret the word subtract or subtraction, okay? Now, same thing. If we are to have some few examples, still we shall, if maybe the first one is saying subtract. We have 4/7 minus a 7th. Likewise here, we keep the common denominator and we shall deal with the numerators in terms of subtraction, okay? So this gives us our common denominator as 7. Don't subtract 7 minus 7 and you get a 0. You will have failed. Remember what we did in addition. Then let's subtract the numerators, okay? Have you already subtracted the numerators? 4 minus 1, what do you get? Very good. 3. And keep the common denominator we have. And what name do we give to the answer? 3 sevens. Very good. And just underline and move on. Call fractions by their names than calling this fraction 3 out of 7. Somebody will say, yes, but it's not the right way. Don't call that teacher, that man. It is Mrs. Sinikweli, not that teacher, that man. No. Call people by their names. If you don't know, you inquire, they will help you. If we can have another example, terms of subtraction of fraction the same denominator, we can have simplify. (11/15) minus 5/15. But these are simple things we can have, even if after this one I stop there. You find that, even if I give you 100 numbers in terms of subtraction of fractions and denominators, you'll pass. Just have some words I'm using. There are some common words here. The common word here you can use, keep the common denominator. That is 15. Subtract the numerators. I have not changed the language, by the way. The numerators will have, it is 11, and here you take away 5. And when we are subtracting in this case, please be careful, because when you make a mistake around here, you failed all. So 11 minus 5. Try to give me the answer over there. Yes, I'm saying 6. And the common denominator is 15. This answer is very okay. Yes? Unless you have been told we can reduce. But for that matter, let's stop it here, because we have been dealing with what we have seen up there. But if they tell us to reduce this one, we can. It is possible we can. But we are not going to reduce it. We can have it as the answer because we have been told to subtract or to simplify this one. Fractions with the same denominators. Have you underlined? Yes, teacher. Now, let's look at something special here as our third example. We have 6 out of 6, or a whole of this kind. By the way, this one gives us a whole, okay? And we are taking away this one. Teacher, how do you go about that? Remember, we are subtracting. We are simplifying this. Somebody is saying we shall still have the common, denominator 6. Then subtract the numerators. Very simple. Common denominator 6, denominators will have 6 and 1. So this one will take us to 6 minus 1, we get 5. Then we keep the common denominator 6. Please watch this one very carefully. Why? As we move on, we are going to meet something of this kind. We are going to meet it. And if you don't observe carefully, sincerely, it will be a shame. Okay? Lastly, but not the least, as we went through the addition of fractions, we can also have some mixed ones here, whereby we have 6 whole number. Okay, let's say subtract. Subtract 6 whole numbers and 3/5. Take away 3 whole numbers and a 5th. Teacher, how do you go about this? Remember what you did in addition. This can also work. But watch carefully. We shall separate the whole numbers from the proper fraction in terms of subtraction. Whereby it will be a whole number is here and a whole number is here. Subtract them. 6 minus 3. Okay? Have you seen what I've done? If we are to separate the whole numbers and the fractions, we shall maintain this plus sign. Why? These ones are on one side, the other ones will be on the other side. But in terms of subtraction, here we shall have 3/5. Take away a 5th. Just like that. Watch carefully. Don't say, teacher, now you have added. No. Why have I added? Here, at the last answer, we shall see that you get a whole number, you join it to a proper fraction, then they become 1, okay? You'll see how it moves. So this will give us 6 minus 3, you have 3. Leave a plus here. You are trying to separate, and we have separated this one using a plus sign. Then we'll go the other side, at 3/5 take away 5, 3, 1, or a fifth. Still, keep the common denominator and subtract. Remember, we got 3 by subtracting. Likewise, we are going to get the other side by subtracting. Then we join the plus sign, we join the whole number and the proper fraction. This is 3 minus 1. So finally, we shall have 3 plus, when you subtract here, it is 2 fifths. Hope now you are trying to get me. Then we remove the plus sign, which is like now useless. So we shall have 3 whole numbers and 2 fifths as our final answer. Hope you have watched this one. You must have watched this one. Must watch this one. Just this plus is here to separate the proper fractions and the whole numbers. But still, we get these answers by subtraction, as we've said. We are not getting them by adding, okay? It is by subtraction. Hope you've watched this one. Allow me just to give you last example of this kind, so that you don't confuse the two. If we have 7, say simplify. This is our example 5. And this is 7 and 5, 11 minus 4 and 1 11th. Just as I have done this one. Hope you are now watching. Look at this one and you look at what I'm going to do here. Please subtract the whole numbers. 7 minus 4, okay? 7 minus 4, correct? Then you also subtract the whole, the proper fractions. Subtract the numerators, that is 5 minus 1, you get 4. And this is 11. So finally, we shall have our answer as 3 whole numbers and 4 11th, as we've got the other one, okay? Finally, please underline these answers for proper accountability. When the teacher is marking, he needs these full stops as you put the full stops in English, okay? Please look. I think these ones were clear. Observe here where I told you, you have to really to be serious with this one, because as we move on with the fractions, this means a whole. This means a whole, but in this case, we can maintain the common denominator and we deal with the numerators as I've done. When you are subtracting the mixed fractions, you've seen and you've observed this one. The plus only separates the whole numbers and the proper fraction. But still, you have to subtract until you get the final answer. I want to thank you for listening. At the next phase, we are going to have simple numbers as our activity for you. Thank you so much.